Steve has something to say.
Madam Chair,
Steve Straight.
Speaking of my point of order, the matter before us is the chair has ruled the motion to table as out of order. My challenge to your ruling requires a polling of the body now at this point, majority, and that should happen at this point. Thank you.
Well, Steve is of the opinion that we shouldn't have any further conversation about any of this right now. So essentially, the reason for my ruling the motion out of order was so that...
Madam Chair, can we have...
We're ready to vote.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
We're going to be all right here, fellas. I really do want to. I'm just going to let folks know that we're about to take this vote.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
It's all right. Very well. So we will vote on a motion to overrule the chair. And I would like to ask for a roll call vote, please.
Debbie Brown.
No.
State the question so we know
Okay,
what we're voting on.
the motion is to overrule the chair who is overruling the table.
So yes vote overrules.
A yes vote overrules the chair's desire to overrule the motion to table. Ralph Seekins.
Is that for Ralph?
Yes.
I'm getting a lot of feedback somewhere.
Do you understand the motion, Ralph?
There's a lot of extra noise on the phone. If people can mute themselves.
Yeah, somebody's got a lot of feedback. I'm just getting a lot of cutting in and out. It sounds like somebody. That's better. Did you call for my vote? This is Ralph.
I sure did, Ralph. And it's for the motion to overrule the chair on overruling Frank for tabling this case. And a yes vote is to overrule the chair.
Okay, and it was to overrule the chair so that we could go ahead and vote on.
So we could go ahead and vote on tabling the case. Yes.
Okay, I would vote yes.
Debbie Jocelyn. Alice Loika.
No.
Frank McQuarrie.
Yes.
Rex Shattuck.
Yes.
Peter Goldberg.
Yes.
Steve Straight.
Yes.
Bruce Schulte.
Yes.
Mike Tariana.
No.
Paulette Simpson.
Yeah.
Pete Higgins.
Yes.
Sandy Doyle.
Yes.
All right, stand by. There are 3 noes and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I've got 10 yeses, 3 noes. The ayes have it.
Very
No,
well.
I can't vote.
Okay. Thank you, everyone. There's no frustration in the room at this point, although we may be managing things very, very well here. So therefore, what has occurred is that my motion to Frank McQuarrie's motion now is on the floor so that we may vote on it, which is to table would you read what you have written there, Julie? Or Alice? Don't want to misquote.
I didn't read. But it was to table the hearing on Daniel Palmer until we have a parliamentarian present.
And also to the next regularly scheduled SEC meeting.
Oh, point of information.
Which would be the 9th of February, I believe. No. Oh, Central.
No, executive.
He said executive.
Yeah, I was helping you. The February 9 is a central committee meeting.
Oh, okay. So to table to the executive committee meeting, the next regularly scheduled executive committee meeting, which I have been told is in April.
A point of information, I'd also like to point out that the currently appointed parliamentarian lives in District 16, which is this district.
Very well, moving on.
Pam Rager does have a cell phone.
We have this motion on the floor, and so now it's appropriate that we have discussion on this motion to table.
No.
Excuse me. No discussion. So,
Do you want me to roll
Miss
call?
Renee, your question was about discussing the motion, I'm assuming. All right, no discussion. So we are ready for a vote. And again, I would like, for the sake of helping our secretarial staff here, I'd like to call for roll call votes because it's just much better with so many on the teleconference. Thank you.
Okay, so the motion is to table to the next SEC in April. So a yes vote would be to table Daniel Palmer's case to April. Debbie Brown,
Yes.
Ralph Seekins,
Yes.
Debbie Joslin,
Yes.
Alice Loika,
Yes.
Frank McQuarrie,
Yes.
Rex Shattuck,
Yes.
Peter Goldberg,
Yes.
Steve Straight,
Yes.
Bruce Schulte,
Yes.
Mike Tarianen,
No.
Paulette Simpson,
Yes.
Pete Higgins,
Yes.
Sandy Doyle.
Yes.
The ayes have it.
And may I interject? I need to change my vote before you record.
Oh, okay.
I made an error. I was thinking two thoughts at once, excuse me. And I need to have my vote record no.
No. So, it's still,
Mike Tarian, I want to express a little bit of frustration in understanding what is going on there. And people having come to the meeting from out of town, and I heard some statement about Daniel wouldn't be able to. I'm not sure who all is there and what the significance is of tabling this, delaying it to the next meeting, just because we don't have a parliamentarian. But my understanding is we do have a parliamentarian, and then why that's not going to affect the rest of the hearings.
Well, I was going to offer some of my thoughts on the matter, but because of the nature of the motion to table, we're not allowed to discuss these important issues. But I would like to say that I think there's plenty of us that could help one another with Robert's Rules of Order, and we do have support for one another. We do have a copy of Robert's Rules of Order right here on the desk. We can take whatever time we need to just make a quick look into Robert's Rules of Order if we have any disagreement in the group. Mike, that's my thought on the matter, but we do have legitimate motions, and then we've been using our process to work through these motions and to possibly, that was the reason I offered an opportunity to rule the motion out of order, and we had a response to that, and it voted, and now the outcome is what it is.
I understand that, and
there we go.
I appreciate your attempt there, but I still don't understand why we can proceed with the other hearings without Mr. Balch, and we can't with Mr. Palmer's here.
Steve has a comment. Steve Straight.
Steve Straight, I would just ask that we return to the chair, that we return to the orders of the day. Thank you very much.
Very well.
So there's no answer to why we can proceed with the other hearings without Mr. Balch here?
Essentially,
Madam Chair.
we'll have to take them one by one. The matter, Mr. Frank McQuarrie has a comment. Mike, maybe Frank can clarify.
With the chair's permission and the indulgence of Mr. Street, I realize this is probably technically out of order, which makes the rest of the comments I made in making the motion was that there's some highly technical issues here in terms of, as far as the interpretations of Robert's Rules of Order. The parliamentarian that has been involved in this process thus far is one of the authors of Robert's Rules of Order, has a high degree of expertise, and has been very helpful in making sure that we do things appropriately. He was not available this morning. My request to table, which is, I believe, now on the floor, was based on that. It was in an excessive caution to make sure that we didn't do anything that we would have to go back and redo would be challenged and but through some other channels or means.
Thank you, Frank. Liz Vasquez, would you please?
Mike again, and so you're
Mike,
saying that the other two issues will not involve the similar Robert's rules of question? Robert's rules of question?
I'm going to call upon Liz Vasquez. I have asked her as a volunteer to comment on some of the things that I feel are important in this time here. And so, you know, we've heard from Frank. One moment, please. I'll call upon you. Liz, would you please explain what fair, you know, how the rules read regarding fair and you know, hearings in the ARP rules, and what your thoughts are on this as compared to Mr. McQuarrie's?
Madam Chair, point of order, Steve Straight.
I have recognized.
Madam Chair, point of order, Steve Straight. I rise to a point of order, Madam Chair.
Well, Madam Chair.
Madam Chair, this lady is not a member of the SEC committee.
She is a Republican.
Absolutely, she's an observer, just like many others in this body. She is not permitted to speak here. Even at the ruling chair, I will ask for a ruling of the body.
I do believe, though, that you know, Mr. Fitzpatrick is not here. He's the ARP attorney for the party. He is not here, and so I believe that I may call upon Liz Vasquez to speak at this moment.
Madam Chair, Steve Straight, point of order. I understand your ruling.
In good faith.
In good faith, Madam Chair, I would ask that the body overturn the ruling. Madam Chair, I'd ask for you to represent this body, not yourself. And the ruling of the body is, I'd ask that I'm challenging you right now to that ruling to allow Liz Vasquez. So I ask you poll the body to overturn your ruling. Thank you very much.
I have not recognized you,
Madam Chair, point of order.
I recognized Mr. Frank McQuarrie, and he had opportunity to speak in an orderly way. And I now would like to have Ms. Vasquez speak, and then I would like to come back to you. If you would allow me.
I'm not allowing you, Madam. It's a point of order. It takes precedence over all other motions, all the activity of the body. We have to follow the rules, Madam Chair. This is one of the exact reasons we need a parliamentarian on.
Well, you know,
Madam Chair, my request is that the body take a vote on your ruling to allow somebody that's not a member.
I would like to now be able to finish a statement.
Yes. I would like to now recess for 3 minutes. I would like to recess for 3 minutes. Start your clocks. It's precisely 9:31 on the ARP clock. Okay, folks. No, I would like to just talk to everyone for a second as we recess for 3 minutes. If we all would really make together a sincere effort. Steve.
Ma'am, we're in recess, ma'am.
We are. I would like to just talk to you.
Why don't you just sit down, shut up, and let us talk?
I have a copy.
Could I borrow this?
Yes.
Thank you.
So, I think what we need to have here is just...
Check your temper. You act like a
There's some
kindergartner.
processes here I think that would be really helpful. If we would just not... I wish Steve were in the room. It makes it very awkward when we can't proceed with a proceeding that should be able to proceed.
So if we're recessing, can anyone speak
And
at this
so-
point? We're recessed?
We're recessed at the moment.
I just wanted to point out something that I noticed, that it doesn't seem to be very formal today. I'm wearing a tie because I was charged and I'm here, and the person that accused me who wore a tie when it was someone that was important, as no offense, but you or the person that we got rid of. And today it just seems very casual, very blasé, and I just wanted to throw that out there because I know people are hearing that.
Well, I'd like to say that the entire point of Robert's Rules of Order and whatnot is so that we can come together and get business done in an amicable way, and it seems like some people are very determined not to be amicable, and I'm really a little disturbed by that, and I'm disappointed.
I'll second that as a Republican who's not in office at this time. I do appreciate your taking this chair and urging everybody to be calm. I really do, Debbie. Thank you for doing this.
You guys go outside of the rules to do a bunch of crap, and then her first instance to be able to sit and be the chair, and you're being a jerk about it.
Yeah, we're in recess.
Yeah,
Recess, we can say
we're
what we
not on the
want, Steve,
record
so
at all.
No, we're not.
Pull your thumb down a little bit, buddy.
Yeah, you
Your body
need
language
just
is a little
calm yourself
aggressive.
down and quit being such a jerk.
Yeah.
You ever think about that?